Welcome back to BST, everybody. Thank you so much for joining on yet another episode. Today, it's a special one. Obviously, we got Dad here,
Finally.
the Avalanche fan. I mean, he's
Rumors
not been on.
of my firing have been completely false.
Performance-related issues.
Yeah, not firing though.
But he's back on another episode. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, but that's not the most important guest on today's episode.
What?
Off screen, because we cannot fit him on the table here, but he's here.
Dad needs to lose a few pounds so that
hey, me too.
We can
is
fit
my
him in here.
is my brother, the Capitals fan. We thought it'd be perfect for his introduction on this show.
His debut
to be for this episode.
Family member of the program.
Yeah, which
I was forced to be here.
no, you weren't. He volunteered.
Sort of.
Hey,
Kind of.
there's a door right here, and we were about to record, and he came knocking. So it wasn't our doing. It was him. So anyway,
By about to record, he meant like 45 minutes ago.
okay. Well,
Yeah, well.
regardless,
Yeah. There's a few outtakes that weren't filmed.
if you guys have not heard today or were not paying attention to the NHL, Alex Ovechkin is the greatest goal scorer in NHL history officially today. Scored number 895 against the Islanders to break Wayne Gretzky's record of 894. Is it in the same amount of games?
Same.
No, exact same amount of games.
So, yeah, same amount of games to get
one more goal, same amount of games.
Pretty special stuff.
And actually, Capitals fan over here in the shadows, how many games was that?
It was like 1,487.
I think that's
Perfect.
true. I don't know. I think when I looked at the stats beforehand, that's true.
We don't do math on the show,
no.
so it could be off, but
That I think that's pretty close. So
test number 1 of Capitals fandom right there. Good job.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, can you give us any insight on Alex Ovechkin's career and the player that he is?
What do you mean by that?
Well, like what have you watched? Like what makes Ovechkin so good?
He's Russian.
That's it.
Russian.
That's it.
Well, there's a
What
lot
do
of
you want me
great
to
Russian
say?
hockey
He's-
players, though.
Like, he's good at hockey.
Okay. I mean, sure, he's good at hockey,
He can
but
shoot the puck pretty well.
I mean,
like, pretty well, I'd say.
I'll tell you. I'll answer that question a little bit from my perspective.
Okay.
The older perspective here. Ovechkin, what is it? His 19th season, 20th season, whatever it is, right? 19th or
Something
20th
like that.
season. He has changed his game from how he played early on, right?
And now he just sits in the left circle.
Well, no, I think what he does, and I think you'll see this probably pay off in the playoffs. I think he saves a lot of himself though during the games. He doesn't. I think he's more cerebral about that. He goes where
He's opportunistic.
he goes where the puck's going to be. Right, that's where he goes now, and that's why he's able to score as many goals as he has.
I mean,
for as long as he has.
Behind the net was known as Gretzky's office, right? We got to make the left circle Ovechkin's office. How many goals has he scored from the left circle? Which I think it's the left circle, right? Is that how they look at it, or is it the right one?
Well, I think you'd
Do you
facing
look at
the
it
goal,
straight
it's left,
facing
right.
the goal?
Yeah, I think
left circle.
left wing, right wing.
Which he scored again from that same spot to break it. Which I mean, that shot was a piss missile.
You should put a clip of it.
Maybe I will. I don't know. That might be like a copyright
Probably
issue.
yeah.
Just go look it
Hey,
up.
we have a hard enough time attracting people to the channel. We don't need to get kicked off.
Honestly,
any channel.
if we got kicked off, that'd be great. But
actually maybe, yeah.
But just go look it up. It was an absolute tracer of a shot. And they had a huge celebration. I think how Gretzky has gone through this whole thing was really good.
You know, kudos to Gretzky. He has to sit next to Gary Bettman over and over, day after day. So Ovechkin let him off the hook. And,
that must have been a tough time for
he
him.
didn't have to go to another game and sit next to Gary Bettman.
It is crazy about
you know who
Gretzky.
Gary Bettman is, right?
I learned today.
Okay.
He learned today. Gary Bettman,
Commissioner of the NHL. I'm just kidding.
Everybody hates Gary Bettman. I don't know. You could even hear the boos as soon as they announce his name there.
I think fans always hate the commissioner of the sport. I don't know.
He's done a pretty good job.
No, I just joked. I joked at that. It showed a clip of Gretzky up in the stands, and Bettman was talking to him. And I don't know if Gretzky's had too much plastic surgery done over the years, but
he
doesn't
looked like a Barbie doll.
His face can't really move, so it's hard to tell if he's really engaged in the conversation.
It's his eyebrows. It's like they moved his eyebrows up, and he's like constantly smiling.
He definitely looked bored, but I don't know.
I don't know. I just like how he's carried this, and that he's happy that somebody else is breaking his record. And we'll get to this later, but it's a record that probably will never be broken. At least not for the next, dare I say, century. I don't know. It's a pretty insane record. But I thought, let's go through some of Ovechkin's. Let's just go through like his trophy case. What has he accomplished in his career? Obviously, most goals in NHL history, 895. He won the Stanley Cup in 2017, 2018 season over the Golden Knights.
Were you going to correct him there?
Well, because it happened in 2018.
Oh,
yeah, he won in 2018, 17-18 season, which that kind of saved his. I wouldn't say it saved his career, but it
was he Conn Smythe?
Yeah, he won the Conn Smythe that year, so it put him in that conversation with guys like Crosby, even though Crosby is 3, but still same kind of conversation.
Just gotta get one.
One-time Art Ross Trophy winner, which I believe is that assists or
no way, it can't be assists.
Ovechkin? No, the Art Ross most assists in a season.
There's no way Ovechkin got that.
I think that's what that award is.
No way. There's no way that's what that is.
I think that is.
He's won like 3 MVPs, right?
He's won the Calder. He won the Calder in his rookie year. So I mean,
How about you like say what these awards are?
Oh, it's the most points. Art Ross.
Art Ross most points. That's what it is. Art Ross most points. The Calder is the rookie of the year. Obviously the Conn Smythe Trophy. 3-time Hart Trophy winner, which means he's a 3-time MVP. This is what's crazy. 9-time Rocket Richard Trophy winner, which is most goals in a season. 9 times he's won that, which I think is an NHL record.
Also, he has the most 50-goal seasons.
Yeah. Insane.
It's the parallels to him and Gretzky are so crazy. I think they had the most number of seasons with 50 goals until... Was that this year? Or not this year, but I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't
also,
matter.
He has 42 and he missed 5 weeks with a broken leg.
Honestly, there is an argument that if he doesn't get injured this season, he could win another Rocket Richard this season. Obviously, Draisaitl scored 52, but I mean, Ovechkin, I don't know what the pace is exactly, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ovechkin could have won another one this year.
At 39 years old, right?
And then 2-time Ted Lindsay Award winner, which I honestly have no idea what that is. I'm pretty sure that one might be assists.
Google that one too.
That one might be assists.
There's no way that guy has ever.
He had 100-point seasons.
Yeah, but
that one might be the voted on best player in the league. I think maybe like the players vote on. Is that what it is?
It is. Outstanding player in the regular season is judged by the members of the NHL Players Association.
So 2 times the NHL players have voted him as the best player in the league. Obviously, a great career. Like I said, I don't think this record will be broken. Let's just go to that. Like I don't think we know of a player right now who can break it. Probably the closest one is Austin Matthews. If you look at goals per game, Austin Matthews is actually above Ovechkin. He's had 30-plus goals in every season of his career. He's had I think he had a 70-goal season, or maybe got to 69 goals. I know he's gotten to 60 goals, I think 2 or 3 times in his career. So he's definitely the best goal scorer in the league right now. But who'd you say?
No one. But they said that about Gretzky, about. I mean, when Gretzky set the record, nobody thought they'd achieve. Nobody thought anybody would break it. But out of any of them, though, like this was the most attainable record that Gretzky has.
Yeah, I'm not sure why this one was. I mean, I get it. Like, it's hard to reach, but the assists are way harder to get to. But
Yeah.
you
Take
gotta,
away every goal Gretzky scored, he's
Yeah.
still the all-time leading scorer.
You got to think in the NHL, there have been so many great players like Lemieux and Yager who have great goals per game statistics, but like injuries, like it's a real thing for some of these players. Just not enough games played.
Yep. It's a
To
longevity.
get there. So
Longevity.
it's just a testament to Ovechkin being able to stay healthy for so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, just what an outstanding career. What a great captain for the Capitals, especially this year. Just seeing all the TikToks from the Capitals TikTok page. It's so funny to watch him. He just seems like he has so much energy, and he's like 40. So hopefully they can win a cup this year, which we'll get to later. But
Well, I got a question for the guest.
okay, go ahead.
Since we have him here, we ought to ask him some questions here. So, how old are you now?
17.
Did you speak that into the
17.
mic? Okay. When did you start watching the Capitals?
Probably like 8.
8 years old?
I'd say it's probably pretty close.
Actually, wait, earlier. If they won 2017. Probably like 7.
7 years old? Okay, it's about 10 years.
What got you into the Capitals?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I have no
why?
idea. I don't know.
Yeah, what got you into the
I
Capitals?
don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even know. Like
I don't even remember.
I know your
watching hockey.
grandpa went to a game like in
That might have been
2011.
it.
Actually, I have no
Do
clue.
you think that was?
I have no
Well,
idea.
that could coincide because I don't know if it would show on here, but he did send a picture of let me see if I can find it here really quick. Oh yeah, right here. So this is a picture from the Jumbotron back in 2009.
It's tough to see.
Tough to see, but that's Alex Ovechkin back in 2009.
Looks so young back then.
Yeah. So that's close to where I would venture to say, you know, your grandfather always liked the Capitals. That's probably where he got onto it.
I'd say.
There's a chance.
It was not like a football thing. Like we weren't really exposed to hockey.
I
as
could
much.
see him probably mentioning Ovechkin a bunch of times whenever we saw him and
Yeah.
and hockey, and that's probably where you locked on to Ovechkin at that point. Because living in the West, you know, you're kind of an East Coast sports fan. So
He really is. The Giants and the Cubs are closer to there.
Yeah.
But okay, I have a question.
Favorite? Oh, go ahead. Ask your question.
I have a question for both of you. Will he get his number retired league wide like Gretzky?
No.
Number 8, will it get retired?
No.
Why not?
Because they don't. Did they do Gretzky? Wait, did Gretzky get his retired?
Well, I don't. It's not like It's not like hung from the rafters.
No, but
everywhere,
like you can't wear it.
You basically can't wear number 99.
You can't wear number
Is
9.
anyone important wear number 8 right now?
I can't. Zach Werenski, I think.
Who's that?
Dude, put some respect on Zach Werenski's name.
What team does he play for?
The Blue Jackets. 70 points this season. Defenseman.
Irrelevant.
But I
don't think so. I think
that's reserved for the best player ever.
Well, and that's the thing. I think Gretzky, you know, Gretzky did it, goals, assists, everything.
Everything.
Like, I mean,
everything.
Yeah. So I don't think so. Definitely Ovechkin's in the conversation of, you know, top 5 to 10, probably, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
All
time. Greatest scorer.
Yeah,
I mean, greatest scorer.
It's
but
tough. There's a lot of good hockey players.
A lot of good hockey players. Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, one of the best all time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to rank them, but finally, can the Capitals win the cup this year and cement a dream season for Ovechkin, and probably where he just hangs them up? If they win the cup this year, I would almost guarantee he just hangs it up and rides into the sunset with the most goals and another cup, and maybe a Conn Smythe on his list of accomplishments.
What do you think? Where do you got your Capitals
Watching
going?
the Capitals this year, do you think they can conquer the
where have you
East
got
and
them?
then beat the West representative?
Not the way they've played in the last 2 weeks.
Well, you got to think they're missing Protus right now.
That was for
They're
only this
without
game.
Logan Thompson.
They don't have
That
their
was for the last 2 games.
Yeah, but Logan Thompson has been injured for a little bit.
Yeah.
It may not have been diagnosed, but he has not been playing like himself, so he's probably been injured.
Yeah.
So
Where do you think they go this year?
Who do they play first round? Probably.
So they'll have
Montreal?
the 1 seed. They'll probably play the Canadians.
Who do we play after that?
I don't know the bracket.
Depends on who wins, but
We're
the
going all
lowest.
we're going all the way.
You think so?
No.
Stanley Cup
yeah.
Finals? Do you think they make it, or at least Eastern Conference Finals?
They can make it to. They could
It's-
win it all.
It's not a fluke. It's not a fluke to be this good.
They could win it all.
They're just gonna have to catch fire, and Ovechkin is certainly on fire. But
the only player that's on fire.
I don't know. I think they just don't have the star power that everybody else has. In the East, especially. I don't see them getting past the Panthers when healthy.
Panthers suck.
They could
lost like 6 in a row.
Yeah, well, they don't have Kachuk, so I mean that's
He'll be
their
back
best
in the
player,
playoffs.
arguably. So
I don't know. I think Kachuk's a question mark.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like healthy, the Panthers are probably the best in the East.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. I discount star power. I don't know that matters as much in
really,
NHL.
the
I don't
star
know.
power.
I think
They're on the
a
ice for, like,
good
50 seconds.
Yeah, but
I think a good, well-rounded team with
Yeah, but they
solid
are.
players are good enough to win a cup.
Yeah,
I don't think you have to have superstars.
I understand that, but having Kachuk on the Panthers roster, which was already well rounded, puts them over the top.
I mean, I don't know. I looked at a Avalanche team back in the day that had Forsberg, Sakic, Foote, Hayduk, Tanguay. Then they got Paul Kariya, Timu Solani, and they
Irrelevant
sucked.
people.
Well,
It's like getting Timu Solani
Sometimes-
and Paul Kariya right over. You're like, wow, man, mega team.
Yeah,
No,
but-
it didn't do crap
yeah,
that
but-
year.
Do you
I
guys
feel
realize, like, probably everyone watching doesn't even know who Ovechkin is? And you're out here talking about...
well, they should know who Ovechkin
Hey,
is.
we are an education channel.
They
okay?
should know who Ovechkin is. Look him up.
We
Go
are-
look
we
up
are
the
here-
best highlights.
We're here to educate.
You will see
viewers.
the craziest goals. Right now, it's a lot of one-timers and tips in front.
Can we add a segment where we pick our top 5 Ovechkin goals of all time?
You got them available?
I have the 2 in my mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, like,
You need to
I want
bring them up on a video.
Yeah, I want the clips shown.
The
can
problem
just
with
pull up a
clips is
YouTube
it's
video.
like copyright. I don't know. Just say them, and we can tell.
Well,
hey,
obviously, that
go look these up.
no one's gonna look anything.
Describe the first
Whoa.
one. Describe your top one.
Are you-
the,
is
the
it the
one
one-
where he like falls down behind the back?
Oh yeah, and he flip. Yeah,
And then there's that one where he shoots like one-handed.
also the
shelf.
one. Look up the one where he like hits it off the boards and spins and gets it off the boards and then scores. That one's insane.
I do remember that one.
Though he has a few that are just like mind-boggling.
Well, he was a really, really fast skater.
He was a great
early
athlete.
on in his career. Right?
He's
He had
definitely
a lot-
lost
he
it
had
now.
Good speed, and he had a lot of physicality that he played with.
I'd be
too.
interesting to see what like, you know how in the NBA they have like the spray charts of where all their shots come from for a career. I want to see what Ovechkin's looks like,
Yeah.
because I bet there's a big spot of him right up here, at the left circle. And
All
I
the
feel like
power
that'd
play
be cool to
goals.
see. Yeah, and I think he's
If
first
he
all time
sold-
in power play
if he
goals.
scored a power play goal, it was always from that circle, pretty much, right? I don't know
Yeah,
that he ever-
unless he like tipped it in
Does
front.
anyone know
but-
why there's circles on the rink?
for the face-offs?
Why do they need the giant circle?
It's where help him line up.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's where they drop the puck. But yeah, guys, we just
See, we're
wanted
educational.
we just wanted to come.
It's not
We
a
feel. I
giant
feel like
circle.
the. What do you say?
The giant circle like doesn't do anything.
In the middle?
Like
in
there's
the
like the
middle,
little
yeah, no.
circle where they drop the puck, and then the giant one.
Well, that's
I
just
don't-
where they,
yeah, I
they
don't-
line
I'm not
up,
big-
though. The ends have to line up. Like, shows the distance between.
I feel like the Utah Hockey Club broadcast right now, trying to explain hockey to the new fans. But anyway, we just wanted to come on here, do a little bit of a tribute video to the greatest goal scorer of all time. Hopefully they can win a cup, unless it's Vegas, of course, which that'd be crazy. Vegas over.
You've not
the
watched one
Capitals.
Vegas game. all year.
Vegas.
Where am I supposed to get the Vegas games?
You have
on
ESPN
TV?
Plus.
Here's a question.
They're
for
blacked
you.
out here.
If
Around here.
Utah made the playoffs, who would you cheer for? More.
if they face each
Golden
other.
Knights get in there. Utah gets in there. Who are you
I'm
for?
cheering for the Golden Knights because the Golden Knights can actually win a cup.
Okay, so you're only a fan of the team that can actually win a cup.
Well, it's just like, why would I cheer for Utah to get an upset only to get obliterated in the second round?
I didn't. Who are you more a fan of in that scenario? Boy, Utah, there's no loyalty with this guy.
Like, I've been a Golden Knights fan since day one, through the LTIR, all of
It's
it,
not that long.
all of it.
Day one's like 5 years
I
ago.
cried when the 5-minute major happened.
Okay.
That was a tough one. We're getting off topic. This is supposed to be about Ovechkin. Anyway, Ovechkin, greatest goal scorer of all time. This record will never be broken. It will. I guarantee. Like by the time.
I won't see it in my lifetime.
Honestly, I don't. We don't know of a player yet who can break it. I don't think the rules are in place.
You guys can probably witness it. I probably won't live long enough to witness the breaking of this record.
Let us know.
But you guys might.
I'll probably die of a heart attack by 30.
Okay.
I doubt that. What?
Let us know.
Got dark.
What your favorite Ovechkin moment is, or what you love about Ovechkin, or who you think could potentially break this record. We really appreciate you guys tuning into this video, and we'll see you in the next one.